My dear friend, come sit by the fire with me for a moment, because I'm about to tell you the most devastating, the most liberating, the most outrageously simple truth you will ever hear. The tighter you grip life, the more it slips through your fingers like water, like smoke, like the last note of a song you desperately try to hold on to long after the musician has left the stage. This is not poetry. This is physics. This is the brutal, hilarious, heartbreaking mechanics of how reality actually works. We have been sold the most monstrous lie, that peace comes from control, that if we can just arrange every piece of furniture in the room of life exactly where we want it, then, only then, will we finally be allowed to sit down and rest. So we push, we pull, we measure, we plan, we micromanage, we manipulate, we rehearse, we strategize, we grip until our knuckles turn white and our hearts turn to stone. And the room keeps moving. The furniture keeps rearranging itself the moment we turn our backs. The river keeps flowing whether we dam it or not. And we stand there, exhausted, soaked, furious, wondering why peace never arrives. Because peace was never hiding at the end of control. Peace is what's left when you finally stop trying to control. Let me say that again, slowly, so it can sink all the way down into your bones. The desire to control is not strength. It is fear wearing a suit and tie and calling itself responsibility. Every single time you wake up with a script in your head. Today must go like this. People must behave like that. I must feel this way. The world must confirm my story. You have already declared war on reality. And reality, bless its wild and untamed heart, does not negotiate with terrorists. You know the feeling. You open your eyes in the morning with a beautiful plan. The perfect day mapped out in bullet points. The emails will be answered by 9:07. The meeting will go smoothly. Your partner will say exactly the right thing. The traffic will part like the Red Sea. Your body will cooperate. Your mind will stay calm and clear. And then the universe, with its impeccable comic timing, sends a flat tire, a canceled flight, a hurtful text, a sudden wave of sadness, a colleague who forgets the deadline, a child who has a meltdown at exactly the wrong moment. And what do? You tighten, you resist, you push harder, you send the urgent follow-up email, you rehearse the perfect comeback, you scroll through your mental Rolodex of backup plans, you clench your jaw and whisper through gritted teeth, this is not how it's supposed to go. And in that clenching, in that refusal to let life be what it is, you create the very turbulence you were trying to escape. The more you demand that reality match your fantasy, the more chaotic reality feels. The more you try to nail water to the wall, the wetter you get. We think we are being clever. We think we are being wise. We think we are being adults. But what we are really doing is standing in the middle of an ocean, screaming at the waves to stand still so we can walk across them. Listen closely now, because this is where the whole illusion begins to crack. Every attempt to control is a vote of no confidence in life itself. When you try to control your partner's affection, you are saying, I do not trust love to flow naturally. When you try to control your children's behavior, you are saying, I do not trust life to teach them what they need to learn. When you try to control your emotions, you are saying, I do not trust this ancient intelligence inside my body to regulate itself. When you try to control tomorrow, you are saying, I do not trust the same force that grew me from a single cell into a walking, talking, crying, laughing miracle to keep the show running without my frantic supervision. And the universe hears every one of those votes, and it laughs, not cruelly, tenderly, the way a mother laughs when her toddler tries to carry the family dog because he thinks the dog will get lost without his help. You are not the author of reality. You are a chapter. A beautiful, temporary, utterly unique chapter being written by something infinitely wiser, infinitely wilder, infinitely more creative than the little commander behind your eyes who keeps shouting orders no one is following. Have you ever watched water flow around a rock? It doesn't argue with the rock. It doesn't send the rock passive-aggressive texts. It doesn't make vision boards about how the rock should move. It simply, effortlessly, joyfully flows around it. And over centuries, that gentle, persistent flowing shapes the rock more than any hammer ever could. That, my friend, is power. Not the power of force, the power of flow. We have mistaken force for power our entire lives. We have mistaken rigidity for strength. We have mistaken control for safety. And in doing so, we have turned ourselves into exhausted, anxious, tightly wound guardians of a fortress made of tissue paper. Let me paint you a picture you already know by heart. You're in a conversation that isn't going your way. Your heart starts racing. Your mind starts rehearsing. You interrupt, you correct, you explain, you defend. You try to steer the other person back to the script in your head. And the more you push, the more they pull away. The more you grip, the more distant they become. The more you demand to be understood, the less you actually understand. Now imagine the same conversation, but this time you do the most radical thing imaginable. You stop trying to control it. You listen, really listen. You let there be silence. You let there be discomfort. You let the other person be exactly as they are, feel exactly as they feel, say exactly what they need to say. And suddenly, something shifts. Not because you won, because you stopped fighting. And in that stopping, space opens, understanding flows, connection happens, influence emerges without effort. That is the great paradox. The less you try to control the outcome, the more powerful you become. The less you grip, the more life flows toward you. The less you demand that people be who you need them to be, the more they reveal who they actually are. And often, astonishingly, that turns out to be even better than your fantasy. This is not theory. This is Tuesday morning. This is traffic. This is your partner forgetting to take out the trash. This is your boss giving credit to someone else. This is your body gaining 5 pounds. This is your mind spiraling at 3 a.m. This is life refusing once again to follow your PowerPoint presentation. And in every single one of those moments, you have a choice. Tighten or release. Tighten and you suffer. Release and you flow. Tighten and you exhaust yourself pushing the river. Release and you discover the river was carrying you all along. Tighten and you turn love into a transaction. Release and you remember love was never yours to control in the first place. The great jazz musician doesn't control the music. He listens to it. He serves it. He surrenders to it. And in that surrender, genius is born that no amount of planning could ever manufacture. Your life is jazz, darling. Not a marching band, not a military parade. Jazz. You can practice your scales. You can learn your theory. You can show up on stage prepared. But when the moment the spotlight hits, the only thing to do is listen, respond, play, flow, surprise yourself, let the music move through you, and the audience, which is to say life itself, leans forward in delight. We are so afraid of surrender because we think it means defeat. We think it means becoming passive, helpless, walked over, irrelevant. But surrender is not resignation. Surrender is the ultimate power move. Surrender says, I see that I am not the separate little manager I thought I was. I see that I am the ocean pretending to be a wave. I see that the same intelligence that beats my heart and spins the galaxies is more than capable of handling this next breath without my frantic commentary. So I will act fully, passionately, responsibly, but I will not strangle the outcome. I will plant the seed, but I will not demand the flower bloom on my schedule. I will love, but I will not own. I will speak my truth, but I will not force you to agree. I will walk my path, but I will not drag the universe behind me on a leash. That is not weakness. That is the only real strength there is. Because here's the secret the controllers never want you to know. When you stop trying to control everything, everything starts working better. Not because the world suddenly obeys you, because you finally stop getting in its way. You stop exhausting yourself fighting battles that were never yours to fight. You stop wasting your life trying to nail water to the wall. You stop turning every moment into a courtroom where reality is guilty until proven compliant. And in that stopping, something ancient wakes up. The same intelligence that grew your eyes so you could read these words. The same intelligence that taught your heart to beat before you even knew you had one. The same intelligence that turns acorns into oak trees and caterpillars into butterflies without a single 5-year plan. That intelligence is still here. It never left. You just drowned it out with your shouting.
So try it, just for today. Just for this one breath. Put the burden down. Stop trying to be the author of every chapter. Stop trying to direct every scene. Stop trying to write the music before it's played. Let life flow through you the way it has flowed through you every single moment of your existence. Perfectly, wildly, intelligently, even when you were too busy controlling to notice. Let the wave be a wave. Let the water be water. Let the music play itself. And watch, with something between terror and laughter, how beautifully everything falls into place the moment you stop trying to hold it there. Because the tighter you grip life, the faster it slips away. But the moment you open your hand, life rushes in and fills it to overflowing. Not because you controlled it, because you finally got out of its way. And that, my exhausted, beautiful, tightly wound friend, is the only control you ever needed to surrender.